Hello, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we look at a good reason to ride in winter, and we get to check out the Helmet Head Mansion. Cue the intro.
Well, today is an excellent day. It's not raining, yeah, it's cloudy, yeah, it's cold, but straight away, just look at the beautifulness. There's still some leaves left on the trees. They're all those different colours, and I'm out on the monkey, and I need to be out on the monkey. I need to ride, and this is really a video about enjoying riding again, because that's the key thing about being a biker to me. Being out on my steed, enjoying it. And then just to make this week unbelievably awesome, I had the email come through to say we've got a new patron that's joined our Patron team, a supporter of the channel, somebody that's putting their hard-earned money towards this to make these videos keep coming. And there is a lot going on in the background at the minute, so that support is just like overwhelming. I really need it, so it's just brilliant. Thank you so much. I want to welcome aboard, I really do. This guy's a legend straight away. Graham Beeshold, you, my friend, are a legend, and welcome to the Patron team. You're going to join some of the cool legends, some real cool legends like Steve Bolter, the man that made Helmet Head a Lord, Hoppo, the big fan patron, the big tier patron, the guy that we've travelled around the world, well, Wales, on and done some amazing things, and many others. You've got so many people there, it's unreal, and their names are in the end, they are in the credits, and they're the guys, like I said, that really help fund this channel. Anyway, what are we here for? Well, like I said, a ride, a catch up, and all that stuff that goes with it. Now, basically, what I just want to turn and say is I'm already seeing loads of posts come up on social media, and so many people are saying that they're putting their bikes away. And I just want to start with, before people jump on their high horse, I completely respect that. If your bike is your mantelpiece, showroom pony, you want to polish and put away, and it's immaculate, and you want to keep like that, and you love it so much that you don't want to get a drop of rain on it, I massively respect that. You guys that spend half of your lives cleaning them are awesome. If it wasn't for you, the bling out there would not be as shiny. So I do really appreciate that, and I'm not having a dig at all. You know, it's basically, you know, I respect you guys. I also respect that Netflix and chills. I mean, come on, who doesn't like a little bit of nuggy while they're watching a film? I mean, it's quite simple. You know, I get that too. That's awesome. But for me, no matter what time of year it is, I've got to go out on my bike. I've got to feel that kind of like the wind in my hair, you know, and just look absolutely awesome in the Helmet Head t-shirt. And the thing is, and it really is, the thing is like, look at what you're missing. We live in a absolutely beautiful part of the world, and we have our seasons, and the season is just coming into play. And like I said, there's still leaves, the beautiful colours. You know, I'm gonna have to give my bike a clean, maybe a quick wash down after this. If not, maybe the time after. I might get caught in a bit of rubbish rain. You know, there could be a sandstorm from nowhere blowing me off of my bike. It could all happen. Or I could just have one of the best rides of my life. Because every time I jump on the steed, the monkey, it impresses me. And it shows me who's boss by making me giggle and smile all day long. And that's what I want from my steed, a giggle and a smile. I'm just glad we've got such beautiful roads and a beautiful place to ride. Oh, it's so good to be out on the bike. At the end of the day, in my industry, we call it leaf fall, when all the leaves coming off the trees, and most of them are gone now anyway, but it's dead slippy. And I respect that people don't want to go out because it's dead slippy and they're worried about coming off. You know, it probably is that little bit more risco tear at this time of year. But just take it easy. Do you know what? Instead of rushing, jump on your bike and enjoy the ride. Because if I can get anything from today's little cheeky video, is I've inspired someone to pick up their crash helmet, take the call, jump on their steed and just chill. just chill and smile, man, and just love it, because I love biking. This is the thing I get excited about. I really do. I get excited about jumping on this bike, jumping on any of my bikes, and just seeing the world. And the UK has got a lot to offer and a lot to explore, and some awesome places to see. So where we're headed to today is that I've basically heard that there is a mansion. Now I'm thinking Helmet Head Mansion, possible future, and it's currently closed. So it gives me the opportunity to have a proper look in Helmet Head style. Now I want 100 zillion% to open the Helmet Head Mansion, and the little GoFundMe that we created to make that happen is currently looking really good at zero funds, but you never know, the future could be there. So I thought we'll take a spin out and check out the possible future of the Helmet Head Mansion, make sure it's big enough for us to put the pie sort of factory or at least stall in there, and obviously put the benches out and the smeller two-stroke. That's deadly important. So that's where we're headed to, the future, the Helmet Head Mansion. The channel itself, you know, the thing that we all love, and there was a few things planned this month, and there was literally a couple of trips. Now one of them was with the sidekick, and when I say it was awesome, it was going to be awesome. He kind of knew about it and didn't, because I kind of said we're going somewhere, I won't tell him the ins and outs, because I know he'll try and stop me. And then the other side was there was something planned that will also happen in the future with the Legend Fen Tour, and he had an idea of something that to me just sounds absolutely magically amazing. And again, that's currently going to be delayed due to what's going on. They're all coming out in the future, what kind of leaves it at the moment with nothing adventure side planned, but lots of things to do. Now the Monkey Cycle camper van, as we know, blew up in a rage of glory and awesomeness that was spectacular, but I didn't catch it on camera. And the whole engine has to be rebuilt, and I've spent quite a considerable amount of money getting the whole top end professionally stripped down and rebuilt. What leaves the rest of the engine, and I was going to personally do it myself, an 11 out of 10 job, but the sidekick demanded that he took it out of my hands and did a 10 out of 10 job. That kind of concerns me, but knowing that the sidekick is awesome, he's taken it off and it's currently in his garage, and he only sent me a text message last night to turn around and say that he has stripped it, cleaned it, and he wants me to order yellow paint for the engine. So he's going to paint the engine yellow, so it is the proper Monkey Cycle camper van beast. I'm hoping to get down to the workshop and literally have a chat and a catch up with him in the future. That's hopefully going to come up, and we'll see how far this engine's got and where we're at. I want the Monkey Cycle camper van back on the road, obviously as quickly as possible. I want the next adventure booked in that, because it opens up so much for the little monkey. Some serious cool trips without all of that rubbish sort of main A roads, and puts us straight into the heart of what we want to do with the monkey, some awesomeness. So there's that on its way, that's coming out soon. And there is some huge adventures planned for next year. Probably one of the biggest ever attempted UK-based adventure trips ever, and I am not kidding you, it's going to be mental. And that's still in the planning, and that is looking like a Monkey Cycle planned trip, or not. We're not, you know, there could be something else coming in the pipeline to have to use on that adventure, but oh, it's going to be good. And then there's also potentially the Helmet Head first for the YouTube channel European adventure, and I can't wait for that. It's not quite climbing Mongolia, but it is a hell of a mountain, and it's going to be a hell of a journey, and that is hopefully coming next year. So they're in the planning, and I'm currently doing my absolute best to work non-stop deep down in the mines, cracking away at that coal to produce enough money to be able to fund this bad boy's adventures, because the funding has to be there first for it to happen. But I'm working on it, people, and it is going to be an amazing 2021. 2020's been amazing, I'm not going to argue. I know lots happened and it's been rubbish to do with the world, but the channel has gone on leaps and bounds, and the support has been unreal. The charity trip, the adventure, the fun, it's just been amazing. So I can't wait for next year. And then the next thing is, next year I'd quite like to add another bike to the mix, and again, costs and funding are all there to be considered, but I really want to go down the cruiser style. But then I also sit there and go, do we step more into the adventure style, or do we take a cruiser adventure in? I don't know. There is so much choice and so many different directions we could go in. Or do we pimp the monkey cycle and try and make the maximum speed possible out of the beast? Or do we make it fully off-road capable, or do we leave it standard in its beautiful glory? I do like a standard bike. I don't like one that's too mod unless it's for a set reason. It's tough. It's very tough.
Well, behind me is the potential Helmet Head Mansion, the place that might have enough room for us all to fit, to sit down and enjoy that perfect pie, and of course the Bishop's Finger, and then to finally sit and chill in the relaxing spa smelling a two-stroke. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to give you hopefully the coolest drone flight you've ever seen in the world. Cue the future Helmet Head Mansion.
So let's look at the negatives. Let's be fair, let's look at the negatives. Obviously the most important one is you're really cold, your willy might shrink and become a maggot, and that's a concern. Secondly, you might get a bit mucky, wet and rubbish on the bike. That means you've got to clean it. That's hard work. 3, you've obviously got the cold where your nipples may go really hard and become painful while riding. And then of course, last but not least, you just don't like to ride your bike and you just ride it because you think it makes you look cool. I mean, these are all the negatives that could possibly be out there. Now let's look at the positives, the reasons why I ride. Because for my mental peace state of mind, I have to ride a bike. Like those people that like to wear spandex and do yoga, I feel my inner peace when I'm doing that. The freedom of the world, it's amazing. And then again, another example would have to be like those people that go to nudist beach and go stark naked. For me, I feel free riding my bike like you feel with your bits dangling around and your bubbly bubblies. I feel the same inside. I just feel like I am free. I think it's important that we all remember that, and especially if you're not a motorcyclist, this is our freedom. This is what we live for, and this is what we love. So that's why I can't stop riding during winter. I like to be free, well balanced, and perfectly in tune with nature. Let's go! Oh, I love this bike. Okay, I think the thing is, I really do understand why people want to keep their bikes pristine and clean. I do, I really do, and I absolutely appreciate it. But for me, it's about this. It's about the smile, the freedom, and all I'll say is, if it's taxed and MOT'd and insured, do you want to feel like this?
Oh, here you are, face to face in this trashy bar. Another glass and I am going places. Makes me laugh about the irony of everything. I like the way you're thinking. I don't really care about the music on the dance floor. I don't really mind. All the smoke is in the bathroom. I don't care at all, baby. You got my attention. So you were saying, oh no, I don't see the logic of things. It's quite a lonely world that we're living in. Oh baby, you are something
Well, there you go. And for me, I have to ride all year round. I love riding, and it gives me that well-balanced 11 out of 10 that I need to keep smiling. So if you haven't, at least consider it. And to be honest, it would be lovely to encourage people to jump on their bikes and explore the great country that we live in, regardless if it's this country or another country. Go and check it out, look at the beauty and enjoy the ride and feel literally free, because that's what motorcycling does. It makes you feel free. Now, all I want to turn around and say is absolutely, again, a huge thank you to my patrons. These are the guys that help fund this channel every single month. It's always amazing when you get somebody new on board, and all their names are in the credit. If you're thinking about it and you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a lot. Don't forget a thumbs up and a nice comment. I do appreciate it. And of course, what's there left to say? As always, eat pies, ride motorcycles, be happy. I will see you in whatever the next crazy adventure is. Take care for now. Bye bye.